Good morning, children. I welcome all of you to this video session of the 8th class Geography. Today, let's discuss the first chapter in Geography titled Resources. Resources. Let us discuss about the different types of resources. The resources are classified into different groups depending upon their level of development, its origin, its stock, and distribution. The natural resources, on the basis of their development and use, it can be classified into two groups: actual resources and potential resources. And based on their origin, resources can be classified into biotic and abiotic resources, and natural resources can be broadly categorized into renewable and non-renewable resources. So we'll just discuss the first point, that is the natural resources, how they are classified on the basis of their development and use. That is the first one, actual resources and the potential resources. Actual resources means it is a surveyed, their quality and quantity determined and are being used today. Examples: wood processing. And next one is potential resources. Potential resources exist in an area that may be used in the future. Examples: petroleum. So what's the difference between these two? Actual resources means that is their quality and quantity is determined and are being used today. That is, for our day-to-day activities, what we are using, it is called as what actual resources, and whose quantity is known and are being used in the present. Whereas potential resources are those resources whose entire quantity may not be known and these are not being used at the present. These resources could be used in the future. And next, let me explain about, on the basis of origin, resources can be divided into biotic and abiotic resources. Biotic resources are living things, whereas abiotic resources are all non-living things. Here we can see the plants, animals, protists, isn't it? These are all living things, whereas non-living things includes water, soil, rocks, air, light, all it included under the abiotic resources. So if we define abiotic, means that is only the non-living components that affect the living organisms, whereas biotic factors means all living things or their materials that directly or indirectly affect the organisms in its environment. So which are that? Plants, animals, fungi and the bacteria. These are the abiotic and the biotic factors in the environment. Next, let us explain about how the natural resources can be broadly categorized into renewable and non-renewable resources. Renewable resources means that name itself, renew, which can be renewed or replenished quickly. That is, some of these are unlimited and are not affected by the human activities. For example, solar and the wind energy. So renewable resources are natural resources which have an unlimited supply or renew within a few years, and its use, we can use it again and again and will never run out its stock also. So for example, which are they? Here we can see it is types, different types are they, that is biomass, water, geothermal, solar energy, tidal, wave, wind, wood, etc. So these resources, what? First of all, it is unlimited in supply. Its supply is more in our country, and we can renew its, that is, we can renew such resources quickly, right? And what about the non-renewable resources? Non-renewable resources are those which have a limited stock. Once the stocks are exhausted, it may take thousands of years to be renewed or replenished. Since this period is much more than human lifespans, such resources are considered as non-renewable resources. Coal, petroleum, and natural gas are some examples. So I think that is, it's clear for you. Renewable resources means are those which gets renewed or replenished quickly, and the examples are given as wind, solar energy, and forest. So this can be renewed or replenished quickly also. Whereas non-renewable resources are those which have a limited stock, and once the stocks are exhausted, what happens? It may take thousands of years to be renewed or replenished. Since this period is much more than human lifespans, such resources are considered as non-renewable resources. For example, which are example? Coal, petroleum, and natural gas are some examples also. So this is actually how the natural resources can be broadly categorized into renewable resources and the non-renewable resources. Let me explain about the last division, that is human resources. Human resources here, which includes the skills, energy, talent, abilities, and knowledge of humans used for the production of goods or services. So people can make the best use of the nature to create more and more resources when they have the enough knowledge, skill, energy, talent, abilities, and knowledge, and they can use it wisely to produce more and more goods and services. People are human resources. Education and health help in making people a valuable resources. Improving the quality of people's skills will able to create more resources is known as human resource development. Here in various slides we can see the different resources produced by the human using their knowledge as well as ability, skills, and talents. So that is, human resource development means improving the quality of the people's skills so they are able to create more resources is known as human resource development. How they can improve the quality of the people's skills? That is through the acquiring of more and more knowledge, more and more skills, more and more through the trainings. We can improve our abilities, and thereby we can increase the variety of the resources which are needed for our day to day activities. So, children, I hope you understand this video.